Finished, Anthony.
Um, Harry.
Barry on HBO.
Oh shit! Can I see the script again?
It's pretty good.
I just keep forgetting my lines.
Yeah, it is a hard line.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're a fan of the show so far?
Well, yeah, I haven't finished season 1 yet, but I do like it because it's that I really like dark humor. It's really funny to me.
It does get extremely dark by the last. It gets
very
more
dark.
and more depressing and just like
Good.
dark.
Good.
Like less funny and more just sad, but it's still great. So.
Good.
Right up your alley.
I really hate the blonde girl so much.
Well, she's
like she's the worst.
She's in there quite a bit, so you're gonna have to.
I know, and I want her to die, but I don't think she will.
No spoilers, but you still have quite a bit of her left in the show.
No. No, but she's so whiny, and it's all about her all the time, and Barry could do so much better.
He says, Anthony, as he whines about how whiny she is.
Yeah. I'm the only one who gets to whine.
Well, she's all right. I didn't have anything against her. I thought she was an interesting character, but her storyline is definitely less interesting. I don't really remember all of that.
I mean, I think
in the first season, like for her specifically, but yeah.
I assume she's like meant to be like written to be disliked a bit.
Yeah, she is a little obnoxious, but
she's just so selfish all the time, and it's all about her and everything she
I
does.
think I am kind of remembering what happened in the first season. She was like, doesn't she like kind of lead him on, and then I don't know, but I do remember being annoyed at her. But I think I am no longer as annoyed at her now that I've just finished it. So maybe she gets better. I don't know if, in your opinion.
How many seasons is it? 4, 5?
It's 4. But the episodes are so short that it's like half the length of a regular show. So.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, good. It's a good one. I'm sorry, I don't want to say too much about it since you haven't seen it past season 1.
I could sense that.
Yeah, so I was trying to
you want to stop yourself from.
I was trying to hold off because I couldn't remember like what happened in season 1 and like what was part of like season 2, and so I wasn't trying to say anything. But I don't know if that's an interesting enough opening.
Sure, we'll take it.
Okay, maybe something else will come up, and you can
not?
You can just put it in there. Maybe one day.
I'm absolutely not going to do that.
We should just sit down and have a general conversation, and then you can just use that as 20 cold openings.
As a series of cold openings.
Well, no, or not its own series, but you could just if it's a good conversation, you could just take sections of it.
Do a whole episode of just cold opens.
Nothing but the cold opens.
Like never quite finishing the conversation.
Yeah.
Before we.
Just the good stuff, the cold opens.
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite part.
That's the primo content. You gotta subscribe to our Patreon to get that.
Yeah, you can sit down and listen to nonstop cold opening.
I did have an idea for one I'm probably gonna do eventually, of doing a bit where I don't understand what cold open means, so I'm very cold.
Okay.
It's so dumb.
Yeah. Well, thank you for.
But that's something you get to look forward to eventually.
Okay. So you're just gonna spring that on me one day, and I'm just gonna have to react to it. Okay.
Yes.
Great.
And it's not gonna be confusing at all.
I'm 100% gonna forget that you told me you're gonna do this, and I'm gonna not play along for a minute.
welcome to Unqualified, a show where two people, one without a college degree. Do you have one?
I do have one. Yeah.
Is it a useful one?
It's useful as decoration, I guess.
Fair
on
enough.
The wall. It fits in a nice spot.
So needless to say, we're
I don't even know where my
unqualified.
degree is, to be honest.
Really?
It's somewhere in
Nice.
Files of my papers or my parents' home, I believe. But
that's fair.
Yeah. But I will definitely not be talking about anything relevant to that degree today. So
we don't talk about anything relevant to anything.
Yeah, of course.
Speaking of which, what is your first hot take? Your hot take of the week?
It is that the Wii is an underrated gaming console, and it gets a lot of undeserved criticism. People are rude to the Wii, and I think it's unjustified. I think the Wii came along and really, I don't know that it revolutionized as much as it wanted to, but I think it was a pretty awesome idea, and I think games should have gone more in the direction of the Wii, because it felt like the Wii was going to change gaming consoles, and then they kind of just went back to the pressing buttons. But I think
because motion controls suck. Motion controls are the worst part of every Wii game.
The thing is, they could be, obviously, for the very first time they're being implemented, they're going to be a little rough. They're going to be a little rough around the edges. But they're only supposed to... Name a single thing where motion controls have made it better. Mario Kart. Are you going to tell me that
that is not true?
Do you use the joystick when you're playing Mario Kart?
Yes.
Well, you're not fun to play with then. I would consider that cheating. It's not like you're driving
because it works better?
No, it's the point of Mario Kart is it's supposed to feel like you're driving a real car, and so you put it in the steering wheel attachment and you turn the wheel.
They make steering wheel controllers for that reason, and they're all better than holding the Wiimote sideways.
Yeah, that's why
you're not gonna pay. You're not gonna pay for like 6 of those the case steering wheels because they're like $30 a piece.
Well, everyone brings their own. If they, if you're a real okay, listen, I'm just saying, video games should have gone in the direction.
You owned the steering wheel.
Yeah, video games should have gone in the direction of the Wii and Mario Kart.
No, all motion controls are bad.
I don't think all motion. I can't say that I've ever played like a flawless motion control game, but I also feel like they never got.
But you know what I have played? Games with flawless controls with a controller.
That was the easy way out. It was the easy way out for them to be like, oh, let's just give up on the motion controls and go back to the way they were before. I think
because it was better before.
People liked the Kinect a lot. I feel like, I don't know.
People pretended to like Kinect.
I think that actually may have been the case.
To justify their purchase.
I think that may have been the case.
Did you ever use a Kinect?
I've never used a Kinect.
Don't.
I was a Wii purist. Also, it was the
purist.
It was the only game my parents would let me get. So I feel like that revolutionized video games in my own little world because they had not existed previously. They were the dawn of video games for me. So
I get nostalgia for it, and
yeah,
sure, but again, motion controls are almost always bad. I'll give you the racing part that it is fun to do that.
But
like in everything else, it sucks. And there are things that have done it better, like VR headsets.
That's the thing is, video games are going back into the direction of VR, which is basically the Wii.
I mean, they're going to end up there eventually.
It's the Wii, except the screen is on your face instead of in front of you.
Because that's better.
So there we go. We're back to the Wii, the standard that the Wii set. People are realizing the Wii was right, and now they're going back towards it.
But I just don't think we will ever get to, because people are inherently lazy. And like you played Wii Sports where you sat on a couch and just flicked your wrist to hit the ball.
Yeah.
And then it becomes not fun.
So here's the thing, but VR is gonna fix that because you can't just sit on the couch. You have to get up and move around.
No, but I'm saying people don't want to get up and do stuff when they're playing video games. Like, sure, some games that will have some. I think VR is gonna keep getting better, but like, people don't want to be up and active all the time.
I'm not saying all.
I think it's great.
I think there are two different places for it. I guess there should be, because obviously not every single game. Like, what are the like Madden or whatever? Like, I don't know, those games that are button based. There's no way I think like a Wii could really do that. But like, think of like first person shooters. That seems like something that like would be so natural to have motion based, point and shoot.
Okay.
And that never ever caught on. But it seems like it would perfectly fit. Yeah,
whenever you're in town, you should come over and we should mess with my VR headset.
I would really like to do that because I don't think I've ever.
Because there are shooters on there, and like, even the place where it's at now, it's not amazing. Like, it is really cool to get in there. But like, and actually use it. But like, when I first got it, I think I spent like the next 2 days just playing VR, because it was so cool. But it's not great, and like, consoles are snappier. And again, I don't have to be standing and moving to play a console shooter. Which sometimes,
I guess there's a place for both. Mm-hmm. Fine, but I think that it's...
No, only hard stances on this show.
Okay.
We are not
never mind.
To
forget it. I think people people that don't like VR are lazy.
Mm-hmm.
I think
yes.
They're sad. I think that I don't like them. And I think that video games are heading in the right direction with VR. So... anyways, that's where I stand on that.
But I stand that there should be no motion controls. I want a video game where I don't have to move a single muscle in my body. I just want to lay down in like
that's a step even lower than current video games.
I cannot. You what?
That's a step even below current video games, because those at least take some hand motions with your fingers.
Yes, I just want my gel bathtub that I sink into to play a game.
The Matrix. And it sounds like you want the Matrix.
Yes. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be chill with that.
The Matrix would be... No, it would not be cool. What's that?
That is the future.
What was the one that... games. Don't Worry, Darling. Did you see that? Actually,
I did not.
That's a major spoiler that I just said. Were you gonna see it?
I have not heard of it.
You haven't heard of Don't Worry, Darling? The big movie with like Chris Pine and Florence Pugh last year? It was a pretty
I have not.
big movie. You definitely saw a trailer for it.
When did it come out?
Like the end of last year, like fall.
So I had no internet connection from September through November.
You still, I feel like, would have seen a trailer, but why did you have no...
There were multiple movies that I have no idea existed in that time frame, because there's so many movies coming out all the time.
Okay. Well, Don't Worry, Darling is probably not, in my opinion, wasn't that great. So I wouldn't recommend seeking it out. But there was a major spoiler that I just said that would ruin it for you. If you wanted to see
they're in a computer program?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I'll just...
I wasn't going to see it. I'm going to be honest.
Okay. Well, the twist is they're in the Matrix. Or not the Matrix, but a computer program. And it's like this man who has like forced his wife into this computer program, and they're living like a perfect 50s era utopia lifestyle.
Yeah.
And
that's the future I want.
And that's the future you want. Okay. I just wanted to confirm.
Yes.
That what side you were on. I think you should watch Don't Worry, Darling. It might give you some perspectives on that. So.
On how great it would be?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. I think we're done with that.
We're done with the Wii talk?
We're done with talking about the Wii.
That's fair. Unless
you have more to add on it. But I think I've said my piece.
I do, like, I legitimately like the Wii. I played a lot of Mario Party 8 on there. I love those games. But, like, it is the motion controls I can't really get past because there's never... other than, like, Wii Sports, none of them felt really satisfying.
There are certain games where, like, you could tell they just forced it in there just to have it because it was on the Wii. Where, like, instead of a button, it was just like swing your remote, but it really had no correlation to the action that was happening. And those were stupid and annoying. But, like, I don't know. I feel like if you're playing a video game to simulate some sort of fantasy experience that you can't do in real life, I feel like the motion is what makes that immersive. You see what I'm saying?
I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that. But I think, like, because with VR, anytime I play a shooter on there, it makes me realize how bad I would be in an actual firefight.
It just depresses you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty bad at the regular shooters. Not that I'm any good at the Wii shooters, but you remember the Conduit? You remember the Conduit 2?
Yes, I was about
pretty
to ask
good
that.
at the Conduit 2. I used to sit around and play Conduit 2 online for hours.
It had an online mode?
They did before the Wii shut it down. But
wow.
I mean, not that game specifically. They shut down like all their like network connectivity features.
It was basically a Halo knockoff, right?
It was a Halo, yeah, a Wii exclusive Halo knockoff. Yep. But it had a lot of really cool like guns, like unique guns. If I remember.
I remember we did play that. Like I think every time I was like me and Aaron were over, we would play that.
And you would. I feel like I remember you getting upset quite a bit.
Oh, oops.
Because of the motion controls were poor. It's just something.
And probably because Aaron was kicking my ass.
That could also have been it, or me. Me could have been kicking your.
That's true.
Ass. You just assumed it was Aaron doing it, but anyhow, go check out Conduit 2 if you're listening.
For sure. I am going
Actually,
to
it does kind of
download a Wii emulator.
I played it
and
recently.
download.
I recently went back to it to revisit it. Yeah, because we have my blue Wii here at the townhome, and
nice.
I went back to some of the old games, and they don't hold up as well anymore. But
right,
it's just
I do think that's a lot of games from when you're a kid that you do like you legitimately have fun playing them, and then you go back to them and it's like, ooh,
yeah,
this was not as good as I remember.
Yeah, very true. It's better to just leave that all behind, just have the memories of it. Like the Disney shows and like the Nickelodeon shows. Have you ever gone back and watched those? None of them hold up.
I'm shocked, honestly. I am bamboozled.
Because in your mind, they were so funny, and I remember thinking like, dude, iCarly, that show was great. I went back and watched it. It's not great, but
I do think that, but then like I try to think being back as a kid, and I don't think even as a kid I thought they were funny.
I mean I thought they were funny as a kid, but thinking back to what I thought was funny is just not funny. Like
that's fair.
Yeah, thinking about like the jokes that I made as a kid, I was like, why did I think that was funny? And why did anybody think it was funny?
Yeah, that's true.
But it was also, I guess we were kids at like the era of random humor.
Yes.
The peak internet random humor. So sad to say.
But that
Hate to say
that was so random. I just vomited. So random.
That was very random of you.
Oh my god, XD.
Okay. I'm thinking too hard about it now. Harder than I would like to about my childhood now. But
RAR XD.
Yeah. Anyways, let's move on to yours. To yours. Yes.
Do you remember what mine was?
Oh, it was about how you don't understand what a cold open is, and you get cold sometimes.
No, that's not.
Wait,
that's a
that
bit.
was something else.
No, hold on. Don't reveal my amazing planned bits.
Wait, no, it was some kind of food you didn't like. Peanut butter and jelly. That's what it was.
Oh, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches kind of suck.
Kinda as in not really.
Okay, no, they do suck. They're a terrible sandwich.
Only superlatives here.
You're right.
Yeah,
I forgot. Hard stances.
Yep.
Yeah, no, they're bad. They're gross. The peanut butter and jelly are like two different kinds of sticky, and that's a problem.
Is it?
The savory and the sweet and like the bread that's gross because bread is disgusting. Like just store-bought white bread or like wheat bread, it's disgusting. It's dry. It's basically cardboard.
Okay, it sounds like you're just moving on to hate on bread in general.
Well, I mean that is yes, but this is focused on the peanut butter and jelly part of it. That I do hate bread.
I think that's too hot of a take to say you dislike bread.
I dislike sandwich bread.
I don't disagree with you, to be honest. Like just the plain white bread. I don't like cold lunch meat sandwiches on like plain white bread.
Same.
Really, I will say the only
I think
sandwich.
most sandwiches are gross.
Yeah, the only sandwich I would say I would eat on plain white, like store-bought bread, is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. But I still don't remember. Couldn't even say the last time I had one. I think they had their time, the same time the Wii was popular back in our childhood. But I don't.
Okay, I will admit, frozen Uncrustables are really good.
Okay, and what makes them good? The fact they're frozen.
Yes, maybe.
So suddenly you like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches as long as they've been frozen.
No, I hate peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
But put them in a freezer.
They're just no Uncrustables. They're different. That's not real peanut butter or jelly.
I have a confession. I've never had an Uncrustable. I don't think. My parents only made me the real thing. What kind of
disgusting kind?
What kind of
that doesn't surprise me.
What kind of peanut butter are we talking about here? Smooth, crunchy.
Well,
did you use like the swirl? Like you remember like the swirled peanut butter with the jelly?
No, they're gross.
Okay.
Again, it's the two different kinds of sticky.
I don't see what the issue with that is. As long as it's in my mouth and not on my hands, the sticky really doesn't play a factor for me.
But it's sticky in your mouth.
That's true.
I think one of the reasons for this is because for like 2 years I had a spacer in my mouth to push my teeth apart.
Yes. Okay.
So I would get food caught up in that, like between the roof of my mouth and that constantly.
Yes, I actually had the exact same appliance in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did your parents have to turn the key?
No.
Every night my parents had this like little metal stick called the key, and I would have to open my mouth and they would go and insert it in the thing and turn it, and it would slowly space out. And they did it just a tiny bit every single night, and that's how it
orthodontia is fucking insane.
I hated my orthodontist, which like I guess I should be thankful for him now.
Too.
But Yeah.
I'm not. I had braces twice because he was a quack.
If I had braces twice, I'd be pretty mad. Did you go? I assume you went to a different guy the second time.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Maybe. Yeah. I don't think if I had to get braces a second time, I would not have gotten to the same guy. But
I hated it. I also had like 21 teeth. That's besides the point.
21 teeth. I don't know the regular number of teeth, so I don't know if that's more or less than you should have.
I had 21 teeth pulled.
Oh, pulled. Okay. I thought you were saying that's how many were in your mouth.
Well, no, I was like, this is not germane to the topic, which is that peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are from the devil, and not like the cool devil who you want to party with, but like the actual will torture you for eternity devil.
Okay. I don't like the cold lunch meat sandwiches because I think it's the mustard. Remembering like the mustard seeping.
Oh, mustard is so good though.
I like mustard. It was just the cold mustard that had been like seeped into the bread after sitting in my lunchbox for like 4 hours. And I don't know. That is just very unappealing to me.
Man, I am so glad I was homeschooled.
Not that one semester. You were there with the rest of us. Don't worry
about that one.
Okay. But yeah, I don't think I would eat peanut butter and jelly again today. Like I have nothing against it. Like if I was
the only reason I've had Uncrustables is because one of the places I worked, they would have as a treat for all the lifeguards frozen Uncrustables. So it also might just be nostalgia.
Or maybe it's like you just associate it with a reward. You associate it with being a good employee, and so that's why you.
I was not. Everyone else was. I just reaped the rewards.
Oh, you. How did you get one then? Or I guess they weren't.
They were for everybody.
They weren't okay. So they weren't very. There wasn't like an actual reward where like, oh, you did a good job. Here's an Uncrustable.
Oh no, it was like if we passed an audit or something.
Gotcha. I would rather have like a bonus. I think.
Yeah, but we were 16.
True.
What do we know?
True. Yeah, couldn't get away with that anymore.
Massive corporation.
Couldn't get away with that anymore. Giving your employees Uncrustables as a plus, as a benefit.
Do you want to bet?
Do they still do that?
Probably.
At this park. Is that the one that you're talking about? The park. The theme park.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways, that's funny. Never had an Uncrustable. I do like peanut butter and jelly, though I haven't eaten one in years and probably won't ever eat one again, to be honest. But I have no hard feelings towards them. I think they're I don't know. It's like one of those combinations that just works. Do you like peanut butter and banana?
Not like as a sandwich, but I will. This is where my crunchy creamy thing was going to come in.
Oh boy.
So like, I will get like peanut butter and scoop it onto a banana and eat the banana.
Okay. So it's just the bread. I think this is just a bread issue for you.
No. It's the combination of peanut butter and jelly. They're different kinds of sweet that shouldn't mix.
Okay. I don't know. They just work, I think. But
they do not.
That's just a preference thing, I guess. To the two kinds of sticky.
There are no preferences here, only facts.
Only the truth. Yeah.
We should change our name to Truth Seekers.
True. We should. We are the Truth Seekers.
We just turned into an ancient alien podcast.
Go into the vast research of the vast history of the peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Oh, we could say the Earth is flat for one of them.
That is a very hot take. Maybe next time. Have you? I'm googling the history of the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Have you had a grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
No, that sounds horrible.
That does sound
grilled, but like, would it? Because I like hot sandwiches, but no.
Do you like Jimmy John's? They only serve cold subs.
No, I'm not a big fan of that.
Do you like Jersey Mike's?
I have never been to Jersey Mike's.
The objectively best sub place?
Never been to Jersey Mike's.
Okay. Well, Jersey Mike's is great. Do you have one where you are?
No.
That's unfortunate. Have you heard of it? Do you know what it is?
I know it's a sub place.
Okay. Well, next time you're around at Jersey Mike's, you should get their Philly cheesesteak. It's pretty great.
I love Philly cheesesteaks.
Okay, so in 1901, the first peanut butter and jelly sandwich recipe appeared in the Boston Cooking School magazine of culinary science and domestic economics, written by Julia Davis Chandler. She used crabapple jelly and called the combination delicious and original, which it was.
Yeah, of course, I knew that. I mean, I just thought that went without saying.
Well, yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to, I thought maybe someone out there didn't know that.
Because not
obviously,
us,
yeah,
we're
obviously
smart.
we know. Well, I'm not even reading that. I just said that from memory, just to kind of refresh in case.
Yeah.
You forgot her name, Julia Davis Chandler. So.
Right. Which I wouldn't.
Of course.
I know Jenny very well.
The major event that took peanut butter and jelly sandwich over the top in popularity was World War II, actually. If you were aware. Because peanut butter was a high-protein,
are we gonna learn that if
ingredient.
I don't like peanut butter and jellies, I'm a Nazi?
That is what the article is leaning towards, I think. Peanut butter was a high-protein, shelf-stable ingredient, easily portable on long marches. Grape-Aid had already accompanied soldiers in the First World War and added a sweetness to the sandwich. With pre-sliced bread so easy to use, the natural inclination was to combine these three items, and before long the good old PB&J was part of the American soldier's life. In addition, the Nazis had a natural hatred towards the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. They said that the peanut butter and the jelly was two different kinds of sticky, and it just didn't taste good together. So
no,
there you have it.
No.
Anthony's
I didn't mean it, guys.
So truth seekers have found the truth. Truth has been exposed. We have a Nazi.
Come on, Doc. That can't be true.
You've been diagnosed. Sorry.
I mean, the town I was born in was once the headquarters of the KKK.
What town were you? Were you born in? That town in Indiana?
Yes.
That was the headquarters of the KKK?
At one point, yeah.
Of the entire KKK? Or just that one chapter?
Yes.
Wow.
No, the whole thing.
Interesting. I didn't know that. But it does make sense since I guess you seem to have a history there. So.
Wait, no, hold on.
It all is coming together.
And I do work at a place with swastikas burned into the ceiling.
Oh my gosh. How have they not taken care of that? Well, I guess
they've tried.
I guess because you put them back.
Yes. I mean, no. Of course not.
Here we have an article with a different story.
There's vents in the kitchen that I work at. That because of the way the heat comes out of the ovens, it has burned swastika into the vents, and they try to clean it every week, and it just comes back.
That's a really unfortunate problem to have.
It really is.
Maybe just get a new ceiling.
A whole new ceiling?
Yeah. I guess it's only in the kitchen, or is this in public view?
No, this is just in the kitchen.
Okay. Well, that's a little better, I guess. But so just for the employees to look up at as they work.
Salute.
Yeah.
I mean,
to disown.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Do you have anything to add?
I have nothing to add. I think I've said everything that needs to be said. I think peanut butter and jelly is a fine, respectable sandwich that deserves respect from you, most of all. And that's where I stand on it.
Wrong. That's fine. We can disagree about this. That's fine.
And we will.